Yo guys, it's 16th May 2026, exactly 12 p.m. right now. And I'm creating this video because I feel really bad right now and I don't want to work. Yesterday my mom... Fuck me. A week back I think, doctors got back to my mom and told her that she had 2 spots on her pancreas. And at that time there were many possibilities that could emerge from that, right? With the most probable being cancer. At the time I still wasn't thinking about it that much. I had just been so focused on the business and everything. And yesterday she got back her biopsy results and she has stage 4 pancreatic cancer. The cancer has spread from her pancreas to her liver. I did some research online and the time that she has left is probably about 6 to 12 months. My dad and her are being very hopeful that, we can find a solution to save her. And I'm trying to do everything in my power to try and save her as well. I'm doing some research into alternative cancer treatments and something like that. It really pains me because the worst kind of suffering is suffering inflicted on a person that does not deserve it. Like when you see a kid who gets cancer, that's really painful, right? When you see an evil person suffer, you don't feel anything because you feel like they deserve it. But when such a evil force is inflicted on the best possible person, like what happened to Jesus, for instance, that's when you feel immeasurable suffering and grief. And I feel the same way as well. To think that all I obsessed about for the past few years was trying to make money is almost stupid in the grand scheme of things, because what's the point of making all this money when you're literally about to lose the people that you love? Like what's the point of all of this? It's the saying that there's a saying in Chinese that goes like, we often wait until we lose things before we learn how to cherish them. I feel that this phrase has struck me in the balls in the worst way possible. I don't know what to do, really. I don't know what to do. And in creating this video, I hope to channel some of that frustration, because I genuinely, for the first time in my life, there's no clear chain of action that I can take to save my mom. There are so many things piling on my plate right now that I just want to lay down and just go numb, I don't know what I have done to have deserved all of this. I don't know what my mom has done to deserve all of this. Whereby she knew this year that her dad was dying to cancer as well. And right now, she is the one dying of cancer. I don't know how to process all of this. What can I do, right? I don't know why life seems to keep beating me down whenever it sees that. I'm slowly making it up. Like the past week, I had a great breakthrough since the past video on how I'm trying to be no longer driven by pain and instead being more driven by the process and purpose. And I'm starting to find ways to enjoy life and experience life. And then this happened again. Perhaps the only good reframe that I can give myself is that because of the grandiosity of my goals, in being that number one, I want to help and inspire millions of teenagers, young men like me, so that they can be the strongest version of themselves to protect the people and provide for the people around them to, not live an average and mediocre life that they hate. And the second goal of mine is to make sure that every entrepreneur who wants to succeed is able to succeed and are not held back by any sort of limitations whatsoever. And the third one is to have a loving, healthy family. Perhaps what the divine being out there, or God, is trying to do is to make me someone that is capable of doing these things. And the only way I'm able to do these things is through building the character and identity of someone who is able to achieve those things, someone who is extremely resilient, someone who understands what it feels like to go through the depths of despair, someone who, I don't know, that's perhaps the one reframe I have for myself right now. I've been trying to open my heart up to God as well, because I really don't know what to do. I still try and smile, of course. Like, I barely told anyone about this because I don't like going around talking about the problems that I face. And so this channel is kind of like I guess a way for me to vent my frustrations and whatever and just share my progress. Recently, it's been pretty hard though. On the business side of things, I'd say, I don't know, man. It's like I don't really care about it. I wouldn't say I don't care about it. Like I love business, I love marketing, I love what I do, but it feels like maybe I should take a step back from it at the moment. I have A levels in about. I really don't give a shit about school. I really can't give two fucks about school. But my mom wants me to complete my A levels and go to university. I just don't know what to do now, man. I feel quite hopeless and sad actually for the first time. Sad, which is something I haven't experienced in quite some time, which is defined as the lack of perceived options, because I think there's nothing I can do to save my mom. But is that really the case? I don't know. What I know that I'll do is I'll not stop until I find a solution that could work, because I have access to a lot of people, I guess. And then I guess the question becomes like, okay, so now what? Because you can't blame anyone for this. I think that's the huge problem as well. Whenever things used to happen things happen in my life, I always put the blame on me. And that gives me some sort of drive, a power to solve the problem. But right now, how do I blame it on myself? How do I blame it on myself? I can't blame it. Is it useful for me to blame it on God? Or what's it gonna do for my mom? What's it gonna do for me? Right now I'm struggling to figure out whether I should just tap back into that old source of motivation that I used to have, which was pain. And just go numb and stoic and push through this period. But is that really what I want to do? Is that really what my mom would want me to do? Life is so much more than just making the money and the status, and someday you will get that, because life finds way to teach. God, I guess, always finds ways to teach you lessons that he thinks he needs you to know. Perhaps in the most brutal way possible. I'm not sure how to process what I'm feeling right now as well. My typical response to every bad situation is just creating chips on my shoulder, making myself as pissed off as possible, and then channeling that for work. I don't know, maybe I should just do that. I'm surprised at how maybe I haven't really internalized the full extent of this, but I'm surprised how I wasn't that almost affected by it. I didn't break down into tears, I didn't burst out into tears. I was just like, okay, so now she has this, now what can I do? Which I think is a great thing that business has taught me, because right now I have so much more resources that I can use in order to help her. I thought creating this video would make me feel better, but I feel the same. Why? I don't get it. Like, why her, you know? Or much rather it have been me instead of her. Why does she have to go through all of this? She didn't do anything wrong, right? She's not even 60, bruh. She's not even 60. To do this to my father as well, and my sister, who is not even 16 years old. She's fucking 14. I guess there's a reason for this, and you know, God's plan is way bigger than I can fathom, I guess. I guess this might be the reason why I am starting to maybe open my heart to God and recommitting my life. Not recommitting, maybe committing my life to Him. I'm not sure, because I don't know what else I can do. Maybe somehow this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe this will pull our family together tighter than ever before. Maybe you won't. I don't know. It's just so unfair, man. I don't know what else to tell you, really. There's no point being sad, though. Doesn't help my mom in any way. Doesn't do shit for me either. Right now, what I can do for myself is put myself in the best position possible to provide for my mom, to be strong for my sister, to be strong for my dad. It's time I step up and actually start providing and loving in a way that I have never done before. It's time for me to genuinely lock in and start working like I have never worked before. All I know that I can do right now is pray that God helps my mom heal. And do whatever I can, everything I can in my power to help my family out, I guess. I'll do whatever it takes, man.